Hello friends, welcome. Glad that you're here. If you enjoy fragrance, you found the right place. Hope everybody's doing well, staying safe and healthy. As you can see, I'm doing a review in the back. Now, this is the second review back to back. It's so nice and cool, so I'm just gonna relax and then do as many reviews as I can while I'm sitting here. I'm keeping it a bit quiet because I heard some rumbling in the bushes, and I don't know if it's rabbits or squirrels or lizards or birds. You know, I have all those, even coyotes. I was telling you in the other video that neighbors had a coyote attack that jumped their backyard and you know, hurt a couple of dogs. So, but anyway, I gotta watch for that. But other than that, it's pretty nice and cool. Spring day is about 70, low 70. It's cool in the shade, but a little bit warm under the sun, so it's perfect weather for the spring. So right now I'm gonna be talking about unboxing first impression for this one. Polo Ralph Lauren Deep Blue Parfum. This one came out in 2020. I got it last year, but I'm just opening now, waiting for the springtime. I was gonna wait for summer, but I think deep blue is gonna be more suitable for the spring since it's darker, maybe too dense for the summer heat. Ooh, see, that's a bird. What is that kind of sound? Oh, such cool sound. If you can hear that. I wonder if there's a bird or insect chirping. It's a wonderful sound. Nature, love them. All right, so now I always do my videos in one take. So it's always a risk doing unboxing. So a lot of times you see me doing unboxing, but the box is already unboxed because the one take failed. So I gotta do it again. So here we go, cross my finger. It's gonna turn out good. Taking out the plastic. It's a nice regular standard cardboard box, but then they put a little like a fake metal screwed on here, little label, which is nice. It's, you know, a little extra effort put into the box, which is good, always good. Okay, in case you want to see the box. I have no idea what this one looks like. Purposely did not want to look into it, as always, for my unboxing first impression. Ooh, it's beautiful. Drink my coffee. So you can see this is the Polo Blue EDP Eau de Parfum, but this one is the deep blue. However, the color is not as deep as the regular blue. That is interesting. That's I don't know if they missed it in their marketing or in their bottling design, but this is not as deep. Even though it's deep blue, but it doesn't show you it's deep blue on any of the labels. It does tell you, I'm sorry, on the bottle, but it does tell you on the sticker. Now let me see this one. Yeah, this one just said Polo Ralph Lauren Blue EDP, all right? And this one does tell you it's Polo Ralph Lauren Deep Blue Parfum. Okay, so it does tell you that. Now, the reason why this Tommy Bahama Maritime Deep Blue is here, because it's deep blue. I'm just putting here just in case I want to do a quick comparison. Okay, so here it goes. I don't know too much about this one, as always. I don't want to look into it, but I do know it's from the same perfumer as the previous version. Is Carl's Benign. Okay. And find an open spot, a couple sprays. All right, there you go. All right, yeah, right away. The blue DNA is coming through. The original Polo Blue from the from back in the day, I forgot where the blue first came out. I don't have that bottle anymore, but I had it for a while. I had it in my bathroom sink, and it was ruined because of all the humidity through the few years that it was there. So when I finally smelled the original blue from that bottle, it was so funky and weird. I just know it should not be smelling like that. So I just tossed it away. Never bothered to pick it up because worry about the reformulation. I thought there's other flankers, so I just go for the flankers. Let's get this away from the sun. Yeah, so the original DNA is coming through for sure. You know it's from the same house, same flanker, same line series. And I'm picking up yeah, for sure there's C note. Okay, maybe there's grapefruit. I wonder. Okay, there's a sweetness that's coming through. That's very nice. It's a beautiful sweetness. I'm trying to see what type of fruit that is. The original had the dominant notes of cucumber. Okay, that was the famous note from the first one, cucumber and the melon. But this one is for sure is more C vibe, and I'm smelling some. I'm guessing some broxen and grapefruit, but there's a fruit that I'm picking up. I'm not sure what it is. A sweetness from the fruit. So it's it's not apple, it's not pear, it's more sweeter than a pear. It's not, there is grapefruit, but there's something else that's sweeter, that's more not as zesty. Yeah, I don't know what that fruit is, but it's nice. It's not the sugary honey sweet, but it's a fruity sweet. I wonder if it's a mixture of fruit, but I don't know if I'll pick that up later. But it is, I think this bergamot, and there's a beautiful floral that's coming through as well. Oh no, all right, the floral is coming out from the pamplemousse that I have on my hand. Okay, from the previous video, sorry. All right, so yeah, C note, some fruit sweetness with maybe ambroxan and grapefruit. There's bergamot. I'm sure there's bergamot. There's bergamot in almost all the fresh scents, all the fresh fragrances. So you know, it's everywhere. Yeah, that's what I'm picking up right now in the first 5 minutes. It's it's not popping. It's not super fresh. The see the Tommy Bahama Maritime Deep Blue is deeper than this. This is not as deep, even though it's deep blue. It's more, I guess, closer to the surface. The sun is still able to get to it. That's a feeling, the vibe I'm getting. And I do get the C note is coming through very strong. And yeah, there's some flora, but sorry that I can't pick up what it is. Hey, maybe sage, clear sage. That note usually I can pick up easier. So yeah, all right. If I had to say, any age can wear this. It just smells nice and mellow. It's more of a smooth, safer. It's not doing anything quite different. It's not straying too far from the original DNA. It's let me put this one, blue EDT, on the other arm. I want to see if it's going to be redundant. Okay. if the variation is going to be enough. Oh yeah, the top note is super different. The blue EDP, yeah, it's coming up. Well, wait for the alcohol to clear. Okay, they smell very, very, very different than each other. Now, you know, as often you do a side by side, and you see the difference. This is have a stronger original EDT blue DNA. This one is EDP. So at first I thought this has a very strong resemblance to the original blue, polo blue, but now smelling the blue EDP, yeah, they're quite different. Even though the same genre, but they're quite different when I do a side by side. Yeah. See, so you gotta, you know, do actual comparison side by side, because our memory will trick us. It happens with everything, especially with fragrance. Our scent memory can alter and trick us. Yeah, so they're totally different direction. I'm smelling a stronger sage with this one, EDP, the blue EDP. That one is blasting and more green. It's very aromatic. There's a fresh spice on this one. The basil is punching through. All right, so this is a lot more punchy. It's coming up blasting. It's more zesty. The freshness is coming through. The spice is coming out stronger. This one is more mellow. So, this one is very spicy. Wow. I haven't worn this forever, but it's very spicy. This one is more tame. The parfum is more tame. So yeah, you know, I guess usually EDT is more, it pops. It projects more. EDP is a tier after that. Parfum is going to be even lower. So it does make sense how the projection is going, and it's more mellow. So if you have an experience with flankers, when you have the EDT, EDP, and the parfum, and the extruded parfum, you realize that that's the usual direction. But this one is going very spicy. I'm surprised how spicy it is when comparing to this. All right, so I'm not going to take any longer than this, but first impression of the blue parfum, I'm sorry, the deep blue parfum. It's the notes are staying the same. The C note is darker now. I don't know if because you wore off, so it feels darker. The C note deeper. And there's ambroxan. I still haven't picked out the fruits, what it is. I'm guessing. I can't guess what it is. It's not apple. It's not the grapefruit. I smell that grapefruit, but the sweetness coming out from something else. Oh, I have to look it up. Man, too bad I cannot guess. Yeah, there's some bergamot. There's some maybe right now in the dry down or the mid dry to the dry down. There's some musk, and there's some clear sage as well. But clear sage is not as strong as the EDP version. And I picked it up for maybe 60, 70 plus. Is it worth it? Man, they are different, but it's so mellow that, you know, depend on you. If you want to wear this to work, yes, you can perfectly fine for work, for school. So with that said, yeah, the price is going to be worth it for you. But if you're talking about as a collector, you want something different, something that's going to be a little bit more unique. No, this is not it. That's not unique enough. Even though all three of these are different, but then it's because it's so mellow. So if you enjoy that type of scent, maybe that's going to work for you. All right. So with that said, great springtime. Maybe it's too deep for the summer. And if you're a collector, you want to, you know, complete your collection, yeah, go for it. But I'm not super excited about it. it's nice. It's nice. Like I said, I'm a collector, so it's different in my point of view. But if you want something that's easygoing, don't reach for sure. It's not gonna offend anybody, but I doubt you get compliment on this one because it doesn't really project out much. It doesn't do anything different. It doesn't it's not uplifting. It's just relaxing type of scent. All right. With that in mind, as always, I'm glad that you're here, and I'll see you next time.